on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You look at this Bears defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, this defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Jackson. There's a nice move, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nice pickup of 17 yards.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Moore, the man in motion.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Bears at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That one finds Hyatt.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here is 3rd down and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got the connection to Moore. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Hyatt has got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Taylor is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jackson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On second down, they'll run it here. Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jackson, options out left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Jackson running again.
And he's brought down. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the handoff, Taylor.
Oh, some strong running. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
$87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 6. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a give to Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 17-14, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's caught. It's Flowers. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
loop. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Here comes second down. Jackson to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
This is 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Room past the 35.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Second and 13. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. For the
visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.